Okay, we're going to begin, although I wanted to start with my hat. I don't know where my hat is. Just give me a second. I want to find my hat. I like to find my hat before I begin, since I don't have a hat. Maybe I can just start with that. No, it's the wrong way, right? Can I put it this way? Start this way. I wonder if I can just tie it up like that. Now, why am I wearing this? Why do I look silly? Do I look silly? I like something on my head. It's not going to be a very long video. I'm going to read to you something. And this is what I'm going to read to you. I'm going to write this down at the same time so we can follow each other. I don't want this pen. That the 5 of May is the May equals the 1439, which is angel. 5 equals 42, which is gateway. 5 and May equal to 81, which is Venus. Adding on to any number, whether you add on a 6, whether you add on a 9, whether you add on, I think it's just a 6 and a 9. And what the difference between the two, 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is what makes them what they are. One is 1.5 times 6 is going to equal to 9. The numeric value for Mars is number 51 or 15. The numeric value for Roman numerals, okay, is all 15 and 51. 1,000, 500, 100, 50, 10, 5, and 1. So it's all 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 3, and 4 is in between, right? So when we do 5 and May, instead of saying the 5th of May, we're saying 5 of May, we come up to Venus. So what happens is our A, B, C, and D equals to 10. That's your big formation. So it's A, B, C, or it's D, C, B. We never get to use all of them. We only get to use 3 of the 4, and the extension of them all reach out to 5. The beginning and the end, and the in-between. The in-between 2 and 3, we're going to write this down and show you. The in-between of what is A, B, C equals to 6 to what is B, C, D equals to 9. The A and D equals to 5, and the B and C equals to 5. That's your liberty of 55, and it comes in the half-life right here. This equals to 6 and 7 equals to 13. 6 times 7 equals to 42. 42 plus 13 equals to 55. You minus it, it equals to 29. If you do it one more time, it equals to 84. If you minus it, it equals to 26. This could be dog. You can go God. This becomes the IT system right over here, 20 and 9. In this scenario, it's also the fed or the deaf. In this scenario over here, 6 and 7 will represent Earth, Uranus, 3 and 7, and we're going to connect to Mars and Saturn, 4 and 6. I'm not sure if I get this right. 18 and 15 is 33, 43, 53, 54, 64, 72, 77, 87, 93, 103, 108. The operator. October, the octagon month, or 9. Okay, 8 and 1 equals to 9, or 18 is the operator. And it operates, it's 1 surrounded by all. It's 1 in control of 26. That's this over here, this cube, 1 in control of 26. 34 equals to 20 and 14. Whoop, hold on a second. I was just trying to fix something up. So that 20 and 14 over here, this is DC. So it's talking about the operator. It's talking about DC. When we use O, we talk about operator, right? This comes out of Mars. 15 is 1 part, okay, of 60, or it's 1/4 of 60. And you get that as you get 4 areas over here, right? And you're going to get 4 areas. Whoop, did I do that right? You're going to get 4 areas over here. We overlap. And then you get 4 areas over here, we overlap, and then 4 areas over here, we overlap. So the areas we overlap is 4, 4, 4, 4 out of equals to 16, right? But the whole total of this box is 1 times 9, the letter I, and the letter P, like in pi, equals to 25, the letter Y, or B and E. Earth, born on Earth in the house of Bait. Okay, I'm reading something. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm a little mixed up with some of the words in French. So, because sometimes when we're reading certain words, some words have to be understood perfectly, and in order to really, really just get in deep. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to get back to this so I can continue. I shouldn't be looking at everything. So I'm just looking at something else. So we're talking the 5 of May, right? The 125th day of the year, right? Or 5 times 5 times 5 equals to 125 and 15, right? But 51 would be Mars, and this would be 6. 5 and 1, 6. 52 would be Earth. 5 and 2, 7. Our cycle runs at 28. This is our Q gate, 1 and 7. All zeros equal to 6. This will become 16 and 7 equals to 23. At the same time, this will be 7 and 7. You can look at it as 77 or number 14. The split in numbers, right? Right over here, right over here, and right over here. This one over here is number 23. This one over here is number 14. This one here and this one here is 16 and 19. And this one here and this one here is 18 and 21. And then there's 2 in between here, which is 17 and 20 in these over here. This is the Metatron's cube. This is the center of 100 and C'est ça. Okay, so where am I? So we did all this, we did that, I did this. May 5th is 125th day of the year, 5 times 5 times 5. When you add them up, it also becomes 15. And again, it's equated to Mars. When you reverse this, you can use 512 gigabytes. You can use 1 and 2. What is 1 and 2? It is the reverse of what is 6 and 5. It is the horse. It is also known as Yo the student. There's a game called craps. And in the game of craps, they say, yo, 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 come, élève. In French, élève is student, even though they're talking about 11. But the ironic thing is the word 11 equals to 63, which is 9. And that is who we are. We are the creation, okay, of the half-life of 6, right over here. And the reverse of this on a cube is this. And it comes from the number of Jesus is 74, the number of time is 74 or 47, walk is 47, bull or Taurus. Taurus, I like to see is represented with 3. Why is it represented with 3? Because in between here, right, there's a bull's horn, and it's only noted by 3. The star system is over here. And the reason for that is when you put the 4 balls together, you create a star in between. Now, you can look at this another way. We can look at this way, where these 2 balls come together, and then these 2 balls come together. When these come together like this, you get 2 bulls over here. Here you get a star, and here you get 1 bull, or 1 Taurus. So over here is 808 or 88, Trump, window, a gateway of 8, okay, the bronze 8. Where else am I going to go with this? So when you multiply this, 3 and 6, 9, 6 and 3, 9, 9 times 7, 63, 9 times 4, 36. So everything comes perfect with this. And 9 and 7 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 9 and 4 is 13, 1 and 4 is 7. This number will create angels. This number will create 18 and 09 equaling to 27, or the house of Bait, where there's 2 areas on the outside and 7 areas on the inside, including the ace singular position over here. And this is the house of Bait, 2 and 7, versus what is inside of it, 1 and 8. See, when you have the 8, you're including the house of Bait inside your 8. 1 and 8 is 9. It becomes 99 inside this, coming out of Jupiter. I'm not sure if you understood this all. There was another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, I just got a pick in the shoulder. Just 1 second. I'm just have to go back to what I wrote. I made a small writing. So what is, oh yes, so that's 6 and 5. So where does it come out? When do we find out the birth? What is it? Is it because it's the retirement age? Well, the Y, right, is the 25th letter, and there's 3 points on it. Times 120 equals to 360. The O has 4 points on it. 4 times 90 equals to 360. The third planet Earth and the fourth planet Mars coming together. Mars is the 4 area, and Earth is the 9 area. Right? Like the 649, 22 for ape, 22 for bust, 22 for go, which means it's green, right? Remember green? Everything wants to go green now. 9 is number 33. 33 for is your rotation. The ring and the pole. Now I ask myself the question. Here is the pole, and I put on the ring. The male has the pole. The female has the ring. The female goes on top of the male. So now you have the woman, right? You have the female and the woman. When the female organ and the male organ coming together, which is funny that the male organ is number 63 and the female organ is 54. The total is 117. And this cube over here is 117, 7 come 11. This cube is 7 come 11, not because I say it is, because I asked the question if I can just get, oh, I just dropped a couple of cubes on the floor. Okay, can't pick them up right now. My butt is hurting. I know that. I won't be sitting here too long. Got a sore butt. Okay, right from here, if I put one cube over here, let me see if I can get a bunch of cubes, right? Oh my God, look at that. I even got a clue. You know what I believe? I believe no one can steal anything from the good Lord. So we're going to use these. So if we put these in the corner, I have 5 more here. If I put this one here, I got 3 here, and I got 3 here and 3 here. 1 heart, 2 hearts. If I would put 1 here, I have 8 around. If I put 2 here, I got 7. So it's 2 and 7, it's 3 and 6, it's 4 and 5. So you can see where I'm coming from now, right? It took 4 times Mars into Earth, the rotation of 4. 3 plus the 1 rotation, the same rotation we work in the leap year. The rotation 1 and 3 equals to 4, or 3 and 1 equals to 4. The rotation of the cube does not work the same. If I want to go from 1 over to 2, I would turn this 90 degrees. If I wanted to go 2 over to 3, I turn this 90 degrees. So you go 1, 2, 3, and what's the next number? It can only be 6, 5, 1, or 2. Well, it's not going to be 2, and it's not going to be 1, so it's going to be 6 or 5. It cannot be 4, because 4, I would have to go 180 degrees. So I'd have to turn it from 1 to 290, from 2 to 390, and then 5 to 6, I would go to 90 or 90, one of them. And after that, I can go over to the 4. So I have 2 ways to get there, right? If I changed it from the 3 over to 4, I would go 180 degrees. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals to that 180 degrees. Just 1 second. I don't like the... Okay, I'm trying to... Okay, over here, I'm just trying to fix the autofocus. Okay, I think I got it. Right. Another thing I want to go back about the operator is it's 36 times 3. It's 54 times 2. It's 6 times 18. It's 4 times 27. Is that what it is? 4 by 20 is 80. 4 by 7, 28. So that's right. It's 4 by 27. But when you do this one, it has to be 3 times 27 equaling to 81 Venus, and then we can go the next 27. We can't go more than 3. not only is it because of this, there's only 3 of them, but the cycles run at 3. The ABC cycle, ABC 6. If I add the D, it equals to 10, and then it starts over at 1 again. It flips over 1, 2, 3, then it goes this way, then it goes this way, then it goes this way. Just 1 second. Yeah, so the cycles all run like this. Or you can look at the cycles running 31 and 13 and 31, or 13 and 31 and 13. This is equal to 75. This one equals to 57. 57 and 75 is an end point to the electric moon, which is 9 years ago this year. I don't know if I have a pinched sciatic nerve or whatever. I did a little work today thanks to one of my friends. Great. So also in this 8 by 8, I'm getting to that. 8 by 8, 88, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. What did you, so when you get to 8, okay, when you get to 8, you can use that in plural form. It's right here. 17, 51, 57, right? Mars with the moon. And there's 3 numbers. 51 creates Mars, 2 times 2. 2 and 2, a 2 area, and a 3 area is Earth. 57 equals to the moon, or 3 by 19. And here it's 75. It's 57, 75. 5 numbers equals 75, or 5 times 15. 3 numbers equals 57, or 3 by 19. And that equals to 34. It's also going to equal to what is blue. Why will it equal to blue? Where in the world? The word blue equals to 40. The number 34 is for the word cold. And cold is blue. You're turning blue. It's also, when you get cold, you'll get the water, which might be the silver water. We have to discuss this, right? And the water will freeze. And the water can freeze. We will get ice, right? We might get pellets. We might get hail. We might get a wall. Or how about an ice wall? Ice equaling to 935, and that is going to be discussed in another video. Ice wall of Saturn. Cold is 34. Hot is 43. Spaghetti. Is it spaghetti? E-T-T-E is summertime. Cool lots. Cool lots. Culottes. You know, if you say culottes, it means culotte. It might mean babette, like your underwear. So where were we with this? Also, I think you have to remember, let me just put this down over here for all these numbers. So you saw what we had over here, 13, 31, 13. And this is the male. This is the bar mitzvah, which becomes the female. After the age of 13, right, into the age of 13, you become, into the age of 13, you become electric in the moon. So man only arrives at the moon at 13, 14. The woman is 12, 13, ending 12, going into 13, ending 13, going into 14. 14, man gets number 9. Man gets the sun. Man goes from the moon, okay, to the sun. in that year. And then the woman, okay, goes from a passage, right, into the moon. 55. 1 through 10 equals to 55. That's what happens to the woman. So you can see over here, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woman, no, woman ends up, sorry, woman is the moon, man becomes the sun. Man becomes the 14. And what's funny is that 6 times 5, 6 plus 5, in which 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 creates 6 and 5. This one will create number 14. It becomes the IT system, this one over here. The IT system through transformation. Earth and Mars, the IT system. Where am I now? Where am I now? Um, just give me a second. Oh, okay, I marked this down already. Right over here. See, the woman is 12, right? When you run it all the way up, it runs over to 29, the same as the male. The male goes into the moon over here, from 13 into the moon. But the male switches over here and goes into the sun. The female goes into the moon. Even the mathematics, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, 1 and 2. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2, 5 and 6. 5 times 6, 5 plus 6, 41. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, 5 and 4, the numeric value for the sun. 18 times 3. 18 is Chai, it is the one spirit in the heavens. 5 times 4, 5 plus 4 will create 18 and 11. We're now going to join back to 11 and 18 into the sun. Here, what is the bar mitzvah? Here is the bat mitzvah. But they switch over and they end up in the opposites area. Now, when 29 and 19 come together, because 1 is not without 2, they join together, these two over here. 48 equals the ring and the pole. Ring, 48, pole, 48. They come together. You can have it as 96 or you can have it as 87. It is the gateway, the rotation. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. And this will run in the math that makes number 87, which is 17 or 71, which is 7 and 8. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 will create that number. 96. So I did that piece over here. Another thing I was going to mention, let me see if I don't lose my place here first. I want to see if we got this whole thing done. That we started with the May, right? So 81 is Venus. Because of A, B, C, D and joining both worlds together, we also have to understand, we play with 2 cubes, is Venus is supposed to be number 2. Now the question is it Venus 1 and 1, 2? Where we do this and we draw it on paper, and where does these 2 sections are apart? Can I do Venus that way? right, with 2, or do I do it this way so it's still to be discussed, right? So I do Venus this way with this. There's 7 in between. That's where I'm going to. So Venus is number 81, and we have to add on joining both worlds together, A, B, C, D, where either we're using this one, 6 for 60 seconds or 9 for 90 seconds of what is 100. So on one of them, we're missing 40 seconds. On one of them, we're missing 10 seconds. So we are missing in total 50 of what is 100. So we only get, I know I marked it wrong. So what we get is the half-life. Now, when the French speak, and if you want to say time after time, that's fine. But when the French speak and they say after, right, they're actually talking about the half Earth. The word after or half Earth, 23. Oh, I think I got it wrong. I think it's 40, right? 18 and 5, 23, and 20 is 43, and 6 is 49, and 1 is 50. How did I do that? 23, 43, and so yes, so it's 50. 50 is half of 100. Our creation is 3, right? Our creation is 3. 3 and 7 is 10. I'm not going to put anything over here. So it becomes 41 and 41. It becomes 555. The missing part is 3 over here to create 50, 50, 50 to make them all equal, right? But I never get to have 50 because we add it to a single digit. We can't get any more than that. But anyways, 47 and 47, 4 and 7 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2, 47, 1 and 1 is 2, creates 252. 126. Remember that number 126 when I work on this here. 162 kilometers an hour is 100 miles per hour. This is going to fit with the moon and the sun and the seconds in a day. I'm trying to see where I am with this. Just 1 second. Where are we with this? Yes, I think I'm just trying to figure out where this came from. 54 and 75. Electric and sun come together. But I have to reduce this. Over here. This is the IT system, right? 3 by 18, 3 by 25. The half-life between the sun, electric and electric, right? It's telling me about red DC, about the positive DC or the devil. Following the cards from behind, stopping at the red light or the octagon, equaling to 8, representing the queen, because the 7 represents the king in the deck of cards. The king has 7 and 7 eyes. The queen has 8 and 8 eyes. And the jack has 6 and 6 eyes. With the king, okay, we're running in rotation of the king. The queen is 4 and 0. The king is 3 and 1. What does that mean? It means there's 3 cards that have 2 eyes and 1 card that has 1 eye. So when we run with 7, you're going to be running with Earth. When you run with this, you're going to be running with Mars. The queen is what runs the cycle, controlling the moon, controlling the energy. 40, controlling the blue planet, control of 10. Now I have to remember why I said this, right? Because when you go A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to J for Jack, for Jesus, for John, and it's J10, which is also, okay, the 11th card in the deck. Starting from the ace. 3 cubes divide on this number here. Let me see if I got that right. Oh, where is that number? Oh, right here. Two cubes. Okay, on a cube, the average reverse is 7. Okay, minus 5 plus 5. With 3 cubes, 3 plus 7, 18 minus 7, 3 plus 7, 10 and 11. So on 3 cubes, this is going to be your average. On 4 cubes, right? 14, 4 plus 10, 24 minus 10. So this is what the number. So when you have 4 cubes, you're going to have a ring. When you have 2 cubes, you have a pole, 7 and 14. So if we want to see if that can be true, we're going to take a look here. Here I've got 2, the 1, opposite of the 6, that's 7, right? 7 come 11. So we're going to go like that. 7, 7. Then we're going to do this over here. 7, 7. What we're going to look over here is we're going to see 1. Then we're going to see 4. Then we're going to see 6. Then we're going to see 3. That's 14. And then we're going to see 5 and 2. And that's your 7 and 14. So that's where we are, that the 7 is the pole and the 14 is the ring. The numeric value for both of them is 48. Just want to make sure that I'm on top and I'm not leaving anything out. Just give me 1 second to stretch my thoughts, and I just have to write something back. Okay. I'm just trying to see where else I'm going to go with this. So we were talking about May. We were talking about, oh yes, here's the other thing. When we're looking at these numbers, all these sequences, we also, I mean, I don't know if you remember where we were at the beginning, right? We're talking about May 5, the 125th day of the year, 5 times 5 times 5, the 5th. Now the reverse of this, okay, December, November, October, September, August, July, June. 7 months, 7 and 5 months. It splits it all up between 5 months and 7 months. Otherwise, okay, we're going to go July and we're going to stop there. And then we'll go over, use the last months. Why did it happen in July? 7 years ago. Is that the way I should say it? 7 years ago, 74, Jesus, 47 is time, 74 is electric. There was something else in there. Yes. I mean, even if you want to pick up, I didn't want to do this, but note that April 1st, right? Journée de Poisson, it's called the fish day. And then they talk about Jesus. And guess what? It's the 91st day, which is the spirit, word for the spirit. At the same time, 91, it's a suit. When you add up 1 through 13, the suit of cards, it equals to a total of 91. The average is 7. So if you're going to run that 7 average, then just give me a second. I don't know what happened with, I had a bunch of papers that are not here right now. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm just going to show you that what happens. Tic-tac-toe. It's all about tic-tac-toe. We're going to put the 4th one down here. What happens is this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this one over here is going to connect with this one here. This one over here is going to connect with this one over here. This is 1, 6, and this one over here is 3, 4. And this one over here is 2, 5. Now we're going to do it again. And this one over here is 4, and this is 9, and this is 7, and this is 6. And we're going to connect 4, 9, 7, 6, 5, 8. And 4, 9, 5, 8, 6, 7. Remember, 6 and 7 is Mars 13, 4 and 9, 13, 5 and 8, 13. So this will be 39, and this one will be 21. The Mayan, right, have their clock or their this over here runs in 7 areas and 13 areas, right? And when I said 4 score and XXX, right? Well, 13, 7 by 13 is 91. 1 and 3 equals to 4. But the mathematics will end up being 43 or 34, equaling to 77, which is matter, right? 74, 77. Energy and matter through the same words as this over here. Same thing. Inside of this word is 15, part of Mars. Inside of this word says Earth. Inside of here it says Mars. This part over here is talking about the sun. And this part over here is talking about, see the R? The R inside of this, okay? This is electronic. There's AR and there's ER. And the G is a gateway. So it's a resident angel gateway, and this part is the moon. This one over here. Another thing to say is that if you're going to talk about 13, you're also going to talk about a gateway. You're also going to talk about I am. How does this and this come together? Well, the 13th hour of the day is 1 p.m. Now the P is for 16, and the M is going to lead back to AC, altered current. It's going to lead back to the bar mitzvah. It's going to lead back that the man has the bar mitzvah at 13. 13 will connect into the numeric value of 19. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 3 and 4. 3 and 4, 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals to 12 and 7, equaling to 19. So this is what I am. This is a gateway. It's the 13th hour. It's on the flip side. It's not the morning time. It is now the PM side. PM equals to 29. AM equals to 14. There's a rotation in numbers, right? And just give me a second if I can point out this rotation in numbers. Just 1 second. And as I go there, I just want to show you this. This is a skeleton line. This is by taking up both sides. This area here runs between 216 and 234. And if you go the other way around, it'll be from here over here is going to be 100 and did I get that right? Hold on a second. 216, 234. This is going to be 124, and this one will be 134. Did I get that right? No, hold on a second. How did I do that wrong? Oh, I don't have my eraser. Sorry. It'll be 144, and this one will be 124. Did I get that right? No, I got that wrong. Sorry, got that wrong. This will be 234, 432 hertz, our vibration. It runs along with the same numeric value as the moon. Now, why would I say this? The moon is 2,160 kilometers, or 1,440 times 1.5, equaling to this. You see the way these two numbers fit? 12 by 12 are 1,440 minutes in a day. This is the spread. 225 is the spread. 9 times 25 is 225. Your birth is the 9. So it's 9 to the left and 9 to the right. 225 and 9 is 234. 16 and 9, 225. Just to run that by you. Let me see if I got this. And then there's the cycles. I know, like I said, I'm going to be all over the place no matter what, right? So let me take a check over here. Oh, yeah, I really like, yeah, very nice, Mr. Alan Roper. Very nice. One of my friends just posted this over here. Right? Don't forget about that. Very, very true. It all works out to that. That's very cool. I just wanted to see something. Yeah, okay. Okay, I was just looking for myself. Somebody else. Okay, now let me go back over here. I'm just trying to, I had it written down. I'm going to redo it maybe. So let me see if I can find it. I don't want to redo something I've done, although I've done it 100 times. Oh, I got it. Just 1 second. Okay. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 plus 0 is 2. I started with 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9. 3 and 8 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. So 2, 11, 11, 11, 11, and it stops over here. It only goes to here, right? The next one will divide the house because I'm going to go over again. If I had to add another 2 to here, it's now going to go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Our 46th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 and 6, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to do 10, 19, 28 numbers, 37 numbers, 46 numbers. And then the next one will be 55 numbers. But now we're going to be on the other side. We're going to be back at 11. So we're going to fill this whole gap where we did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're now going to make the completion and run back to here. Now we have all our numbers, but we had to go all the way through the sequence. And that sequence was 1. See, the first one was 10. Then after that, they were all 9s. Now, when you go to Rotas, Opera, Tenant, Arpo, Seder, 18, 15, 20, 1, and 19 equals to 73. 33, 53, 54, 64, 73. Opera. The number letter 15 and 16 is 31. 5 and 18 is 23, is 54, and 1, 55. Here is funny. It's 2, 5, 5, 5, 2. Between 2 and 2. Busting out 8 and go 22. Very important number. 4 by 22 is your 88. 20, 40, 50, 64. If you count them up, 7 and 3, 10, 5 and 5, 10, 6 and 4, 10, 5 and 5, 10. When you count them to a single digit, 9 plus 6 is 15, plus 2 is 17, plus 1 and 1 is 19. 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 5 is 18, and 9 is 27, and 1 is 28. 5, 2, 7, 12, 17, and 2, 19. And then it just repeats. And then 1 and 9 is 10. 2 and 8 is 10. Red 10 and opposite 10s. They're not the same. One is a black, one is a red. And then you have the same thing over here, the same rotation over here to what is going on over here. Just a note, time after time, when you bring this down, it'll become 11, 11, 5, 11, 55, 55, counting over time, 110 and 110. Let's call it the 1111 towers. When you multiply it, 5 times 11 becomes 2, 11 becomes 2 to bring it down to an easier number. 5 times 2, 10, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 and 10, 17. This is going to equate into what is Mars, time after time. You go out in time, you forget about time, you come back in time. Another thing about this design, which is a 5 by 5, noted that the Earth is made up of 9, Mars is made up of 4. If you went into this rotation, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see if I got that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you'd have 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you'd have 9, 10, 11, 12. Then you have 13, 14. You'd have 16 times Mars. And you'd have the 9 here. These 9 here. Let me see if I can get that. You'd have this 9 here. Then you'd have this 9 here. And then you'd have this 9 here. So you'd have 3 9s. Then you'd have this 9 here is 4 9s. And this 9 here is 5 9s. And this 9 here is 6 9s. And then you have this 9 here is 7. So you'd have 9 9s. You have 16 by 4 and 9 by 9 equals to 81 and 64. 145, or what is 19. This says pi inside of it. This is just what happens in this area. Now, if I should bring this up to a chessboard, which is 8 by 8, or should I bring it to a 12 by 12 area? I know I'm starting to be a little bit all over the place. It just keeps branching out on me. Oh, and I found my book. If I had to bring it up at this, I would be playing with 8 areas. So I would be playing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the outside, right? In fact, it wouldn't even be that way. What it would be, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to have 2 areas all the way around. And we're going to be playing on the inside here, and the wall would be right over here. So the outside area of this 144 spaces, right? Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 144. I'm going to take 64, okay, and 80. 64 and 80 for this. The Monopoly board, let me write this down to make sure I have this in my notes. The 12 by 12, and don't forget the zodiac signs that run along with it, because I believe that the star system is both in the house and outside the house. And everything's been reduced inside from a 9 to a 6, right? Actually, it's been 100 because there's a core that's missing, that 10 core, A, B, C, D, to bring both worlds together, right? And we can also see it. I'll show you on this little machine here. This is, just let me see something. So we're going to have 64 equals to 8 by 8, which is the area of play, in which we're only going to take up, right? Remember what we spoke about 16? This has to do with why purple is coming back. So 8 by 8 is 64, 8 and 8 is 16. So we play an 8 by an 8 area of our chessboard out of the 64. So we have 80 plus 64 equaling to the 144 spaces. Now, if we were going to talk about a Monopoly board, everybody thinks there's 40 on a Monopoly board, right? I'm going to see. Perhaps our Velociraptor, right? See, over here is going to be the railroad. Over here is the 29th area. We're getting into the sun region. Over here is the 31st area. It's the cube, but it's also go to jail. This here over here is go. This one over here, right, is the 42. 42. Mediterranean. Mediterranean. Right? The Middle East, Mediterranean. And then you're going to skip this one over here. And we're going to have this one over here is going to be Baltic and the Mediterranean. B and M. Right? And then over here, right, on number 6, 16, 26, and 36, we have the railroad. 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6 and 1, 7, 2 and 6, 8, 3 and 6, 9. So on 16, we're going to link that one up to Earth. We're going to link it up also to the King. We're going to end up, the first one will be Jack for the 6 eyes of Jack. This will be your 432 vibration running between 8, 7, and 6. The King, the Queen, and the Jack. This is your birth. If you notice, they're all going to equal to 10. Your birth ends up on the other side of 18. There's a difference between 18 and 19. If I run 1 through 180 degrees, I have one side. If I go 1 through 18 numbers, okay, and then 19 through 36 numbers, I have 18 numbers in each. The first one goes to 171. The second one goes to 495. What does that mean? If I add up 19 through 36, it equals 495. If I add up 1 through 18, it equals 171. This is your gateway, your chai, your gate in the sun, your first 18 numbers. But they join over here. They join between 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 with 14 and 23, 2 and 3, 5, 1 and 4, 5. And what it does, it joins like this and like this. And the reason for this is because the outside numbers are red. 14, 18, 21, 23, 19, and 16 are red. 17 and 20 are black. 37 times 3 equals to 111. There's 555 that are left over. Where do I get this from? Well, let's add up the numbers. 495 plus 171, 6, 6, 6 minus 111 equals to 555. And then we meet up with that number that we were talking earlier about May 5th being the 125th day of the year. The 31st of March is the 90th day. So this is Monopoly. Now, the reason I brought the Monopoly game in this is because if these are all the properties in Monopoly, and there's 9 properties over here to 2 corners, we live in the IT system, don't forget. 9 times 2 equals to 18. 9 and 2 equals to 11. There's 11 areas. 9 times 2 equals to 18. 9 plus 2 equals to 11. So over here is 18. There are 4 sides times 18 areas. Sorry, cells. 2 cells per area equals to 72. There are 4 corners of 4 cells equals to 16. The total on the outside of this board is 88. The inside of this board whoop, the inside of this board, did I get all that right? These are all the trains. This area over here is where the trains are. But we all know that the center over here is your 9 area, your Earth area. So we also have to note that the trains always own, in real life, both sides of the track. So if we were playing darts, right, we would have to call this the red and the green area over here. So that would be the bullseye for the 50 and the green on the outside for the 25, equaling to the electric moon. And then the area that's here, okay, 369, 369, 369, 369. Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's all 9 areas for 360 each, right? But the entire area on the inside here, okay, equals to 80 and 1, equaling to 169, or 13 by 13, and not 14 by 14, equals to 196. The 13 is going to end up to be the woman. The 14 will end up to be the man. The man will be the sun, and the woman will be the moon. It doesn't start out that way, okay? But the woman moves into the moon, and it becomes the menstrual cycle. The man, when he reaches the age of 13, because on your first birthday, how old are you when you reach your first birthday? You go from 0 to 1. So you finished. So when you're looking at the calendar right now and you write out a check, right, on the 16th day of February, right, this is 2024 finished, plus the second month and 16 days finished. You're writing this because it's over with. So the year we're in right now it's a countdown of 2025, equaling to 45. When you add up 1 through 9, okay, it equals to 45. Your average is 5. This is the last year of the cycle from 2015. Last year of your cycle of 2015. 1 through 5 equals to 15. 2 through 6 equals to 20. Your 2015 is the year 5775. 5775, let me see if I have this already pre-marked down somewhere. Just 1 second. Anyways, I'll just rewrite it out. Oh, maybe. Yeah, here. 77 times 75, 57, 75. 75 times 75, 75 plus 75, 57, 75. 13 moons for every single year times 5775 is 75075. Multiply and added 35 and 12 equaling to 47. This is where I end up with time after time, because this is where it all ends. And year 7 and 5 is actually going to be 1212. So if you can tell me what 1212 means, we have it right here. It's also going to be 35 and 35, because 7 by 5 together, it's 47 equaling to 11. So it's 3, 8, and 11. Now what I'm going to show you is that monkey is number 38. This is also mathematically what happens with this number is 3 times 5, 3 plus 5 equals to 8, equals to 15, equals to 23, 2 and 3 equals to 5, right? Or Bell. The same thing is 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3, equals to 2, 3 plus 2 equals to 5. So they now come out to your freedom, your liberty, and once you pass that 100, you end up back onto the other side, filling in the gaps. Now, I'm not really 100% sure what that means, but the half-life is the 7 and 6, Earth and Mars, the half-life, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, and it creates that. That'll be the numeric value that goes into the moon. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4, 3 times 4, 3 plus 4, 12 and 7, 19. And what you must do, like I said, the ABC theory, just trying to see the ABC theory. The ABC theory is once you get to the fourth one, you drop the first one. Every time you get to the fourth one, you drop the first one. As well, not only that, when you're counting in numbers, 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 31, and 34. We're going to stop here because it's 35 and 36. And we were taught that 36, 360 degrees, or 3 feet, 36 inches is 1 yard. You remember, 1 yard, it becomes the yard dog. And then it's 2 yard dogs, and together it's 3 yard dogs. 26, 26, 26, and 3 yard guards, we get the gateway. With the 4th yard dog, right, we get another 26, which you can either count that up to being 104 or 95. It happens in Neptune. This is your home. This is your king. This you can also be on October 4th, the 277th day of the year. This is also part of communication, CB codes. And as well, it's the greatest gap you can get in a cube by getting your freedom with ape or go. Or what you can get is man on the moon with Zion, Israel, and the blue house of DC, 64. Also, we achieve by getting the operator with this number, and we reconnect back to the moon. If you ask me why, I'm going to tell you. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 is 10 and 24, right? 10 and 24 equaling to 34. 304th day of the year, by the way. Okay, this is 1 and 6 representing the half-life. After this, it'll be 6 and 7 equaling to 13. 1 and 3 equals to 4. And we'll recreate this number. Not that there's any significant chance that 3476 kilometers, right, is the way around the moon in miles, 2160 across the moon. It just so happens that if the moon was number 5, right, then 1, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9, 5, 6, 7. Just a coincidence, right? That's okay. Why the yard dog? Because I'm not sure why it is, but we have a yard stick. and then we throw the dog the stick and all the things that go along with that. 25 and 19 is 44, 48. 48 is for the word sun. It's going to be a division between night and day, 3 by 16, 1/3 to the pole and 2/3 to the ring. In the game of checkers or chess, it's 16, 32, 16, 48. 48 represents the pole in the ring. So with 3-yard dogs and 3-yard dogs, 78 and 78, which is like 66, we never go to the fourth one. The fourth one, we start over again. It's 1, 2, 3, right? Then it's 2, 3, 4. Then it's 3, 4, 5. So what we're going to do here is it's 1, 4, 7, right? Then it's 10, 13, 16. Then it's 19, 22, 25. So we've done one set of numbers, two sets of numbers, three sets of numbers, and we do the fourth sets of numbers. We start over again. Boom. We end up at 36 because the same thing will be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. So we have 3, 6, 9 a set, 3, 6, 9 a set, 21, 24, 7 another set, and another set. And that'll be your 12 rows, your 12 zodiac signs. The other thing to see this is it's 1, 4, 7, 10 is one area, right? And now we're going to go start at number 4. 1 and 3 is 4. You're going to go 13, 16, 19, 22. And that's your second set. Now we're going to go to number 7. Number 7 here, 25, and end up in 34. And here's your 3 rows of 4. Here's your 12, 12. Well, no, sorry. Here's your 4 sets of numbers, your 4 sets of numbers, and your 4 sets of numbers. And where you started with 1, you ended with 1. You started with 4, you ended with 4. You started with a 7, you ended with 7. Step number 2 is you can look at it this way. 1, 4, 7, 10. You did that once. Then you go 4, 7, 10, 13. You did that once. Then you go to 7, 7, 10, 13, 16. You did that once. Now we'll go back to 10, 10, 13, 16, 19. You did that once. 13, 16, 19, 22. You did that once. Then you're going to go 16, 19, 22, 25. And you did that once. Then you're going to go to, now you're on the other side, right? This side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you're going to go on the other side, 19, 22, 25, 28. 19 and 28, remember that. I'm going to show you that. That's your 47, right? Your 19 and 28 wrote as Sator. So then you're going to have that one is here. Then you're going to go 22, 25, 28, 22, 25, 28, 31, 22 and 2, 4, 31, 4, and you're going to put another one. Now you're going to 25, 28, 31, 34, and you're going to put another one. Wait a second. You have to go back to the beginning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you go back to the beginning again. We finished at 25. Now we got to go 1 for here, 1 time for here, and 1 time for here. So you got to make 3 more marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then once you make your marks, your 12 parts have been done. Now you're starting the numbers over again, and the zodiac sign runs by 12, and everything that runs by 12 runs in this similar fashion because that is how the rotation goes. Tablet, Monkey Power, Pacific Bell, Liberty Bell. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, OOF, MOON. 23 for creation. F is your 6th creation. It's 1 through 6, and then 7 through 12. 1 through 6, and then 7 through 12. But it's not really 7 through 12. It's 7 through ABC, because 12, you have 1 through 6 equaling to 21. And then you have 7 through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals to 21. That's your dots on the cube. Then what you have is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's 78. So that'll be 57. Notice that? The moon fits in right here. But what happens is we're going to lose over here, 9, 9, and 9. We're going to lose, so it's going to be 21 and 30 equaling to 51. And that would be Mars coming in over here. Your first 6, your second 6. Right now, we're over here at the snake. These two connect together. Just like 1 and 2 at the beginning, you have 5 and 6 at the end. And the snake connects to your gateway, 7 and 8 on this side, or 1 and 2 on this side. Just like that. The other thing I wanted to mention is one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're going to flip it over. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're all going to be 13s. It's going to be 13 by 12. And in a year of 12 months, there are 13 moons. It's been all flipped up inside of each other. So in this one over here, we are going to connect this box over here to this box over here. Since this is 12, it's going to be reduced to 3. So this is going to be 4, and 13 is going to equal to 17. This one's going to be 4, and this one's going to be 13 equals to 17. So you have 17, 17, and then you have 13 and 4, 17. Single digits. So here you have 17, 17, 51. And the reverse to that will be the same thing. The reverse to that is going to be a little bit different, right? And the reason for that is because we're no longer reducing with 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and 3, right? Will be 4, 4, 4. We're going to go into the next step where we're going to now connect this area here. So what are we actually connecting? We're connecting, I'm doing this opposite, right? I started with 1 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hope you can bear with me. Let me show you on my phone. Give me a second. We're running it this way. So now I'm going to connect the next row, this row over here. So I'm going to connect 4 and 9 and 9 and 4. So I'm going to be connecting. So first, I add 17 times 3 equals to 51. Now I'm going to connect this one here, which will be 13 times 3 equals to 39. And then the next one will be 17 times 3 equaling to 51, or 6, 3, 6 in rotation. And there's more things in this, but I think I'm going to cut it short. Let's see what I didn't count over here. We count the yardsticks. So at the same time, when we get to this over here, we've had 36 inches, we've had 24 inches, we've had 12 inches. So we had 3, we had 6, we had 9. And when we go to the 48 inches, 4 and 8 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. We started over again, repeating what was first is now last in this area. And we now put the ring on it. What else is there? Let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about. Otherwise, if you have any questions, please ask. We did this. Number 51 is Mars. 30 is this one also. All zeros equal to 6. I'm just going to mention that. What was I doing here? Here, I was just working the numbers all in the 50s, what they do, because this is the divider. The 50s is the divider. The question is, where does it divide, right? Are we going to divide between 45 and 55? And one of the reasons is when we add 1 through 9, it equals to 45. When we add 1 through 10, it equals to 55. When we add 1 through 11, it equals to 66. So where is the division of my numbers going to take part? Will it begin over here, where 54 is on the low side and the high side is here, 29 and 41? I'm just asking myself. Let me see what else is inside of here. Valentine's is a gateway. There was one thing I'm just gonna before I end it is that if you want to know about zodiac signs that go along together, I'm 12:21. Let me see that. Just one second. Let me see what time it is. I just want to take a picture of something. Okay, so what happens is just let me go over here. Um, so opposite zodiac signs, right? Here's the chart. The opposite zodiac: the rat, the horse, and the ox, the goat, the tiger, and the monkey. So the rat and the horse are opposite, the ox and the goat, the tiger and the monkey. Well, what happens is that the ox is number 2, the goat is number 8. Look at that. 2 to 6, 2 over to 8 is 6. The rat is the opposite of horse. 1 over to 7 is 6. The tiger is opposite of the monkey, right? Let me see. Did I have that? The tiger is the opposite of monkey. And 3, because all sixes are opposite of each other. Okay. Now, what goes together? Well, the rat, the monkey, and the dragon go together. And the thing about that is A, E, and I, 3 vowels, not only just 3 vowels, but 4 away from 4. 1, then 2, 3, 4 is in between. So the vibration of these come together. 2, 3, and 4, 1, 5, and 9. 1 and 9 is 10. 7 and 3 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10. 8 and 2 and 10. That is your star system creation. Just like the 1 and 8 is 9, the 7 and 2 is 9, as the 8 and 3 is 11, as the 2 and 9 is 11. So we also have to understand that based on what we did before when we were understanding. Let me see, I'm not sure. Right, here. Numbers don't repeat until you use a certain number of numbers. And when we came to this section over here in numbers, right, number 74, it ends really at this number, at 74. This section doesn't end at this section. It ends at this section over here. This is your beginning right over here, 74. The inside of that is 56. The outside of it is 38. This is Jesus, energy. The first section, the second section, the third section, the fourth section, it ends here. And the 36 for 360 degrees starts everything over again, 1 and 36 numbers. The first one is a set of 10, and everyone after that is sets of 9. What if I would do sets of 6s? We'll get into that another time. So I'm just trying to see. And before we end it, we're just going to speak about one more thing. And I know I've left something out somewhere, right? I know I've left something out somewhere. This is ape, monkey. Yeah. The other thing I still wanted to talk about is we're going to get back into numbers and why signs are opposite and together and what it does in numbers everywhere. I'm going to end it with gold. So what is the difference between gold and silver? Just to note that we have the playoffs and you start off with 16 and 16 teams, like on the chessboard, they're all in the center. We set them up. Then we end up with 8 and 8 teams, right? Then we end up with 4 and 4 teams. And then we end up with 2 and 2 teams. When these teams finish, these 22 go life. This is the division, right? Over here, this is the half-life, right? 8 is the heavens. There's 2 of them. They come together. They have to create a 7th gate. This will divide day and night because of the multiplication, right? This one will equal to 8. Multiplication, addition, multiplication, and addition. This one will equal to 6. Now you do note that 8 and 51 is 6. 8 and 33 is 6. 6 and 53 is 8. So nothing has to do with me. It's all been pre-created, everything. We come to this one, equals 8. 868, the half-life is 4334. It's the house planet of DC. It is hot and it is cold. It is Jesus Christ. That's what it all comes down to. So in the playoffs, when you get to your 22, you get to your bronze. Now, why in the world would I get to my bronze at 22? Well, there's 2 teams and 2 teams left. One team from each of these will both lose, and one of each will go into the Stanley Cup Finals or into the finals, right? Well, don't forget when it's not a 1-game match. Yeah, you can use it as a 1-game match, but they'll both. And when it ends, both gold and silver. When it all ends, gold and silver remains on the field. Number 38 is gold. Number 85 is silver. 3 times 8, 24. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 and 24, 35. 3 plus 5, 8. 85 for silver. 8 times 5, 40. 8 plus 5, 13. 40 and 13, 53. The total is 8. 88. Bronze is number 80. 8 plus 0 is 8. Bronze, silver, and gold. 888. The inverse of 888 is 666. And the words for that is Fox headquarters. Quarter, if I remember correctly, is 100, but it says part of the earth. And in Fox is your 666, and it says HQZFOX. That's why I said it. The 15th letter is O. The 24th letter is X. 2 and 4 is 6. The 6th letter is F. The 8th letter is H. The 17th letter is Q. The 26th letter is Z. Headquarters, Fox. And this is where you get your 24 and 18, and your divided gate is right over here in rotation of 33. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 equals to 6 and 9. This will equal to 6 and 8. We'll divide the gate. We'll divide the night and day. This one over here will be 8 and 9, Q17. It'll be control of the heavens. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. If you can find me a programmer, somebody that wants to join, more than one of us, that we can come together, put all the pieces and parts so that we can let the numbers tell the truth of the house of Mecca. The black cube. It's right over here. The good Lord gave to the red devil, the one in the trunk. Why the trunk? Because we follow the red lights all the time. And every time you follow the red lights from behind a car, it's always a white light that's hidden behind the red. So there's a goodness behind all the evil. And in the trunk is on the elephant. The elephant is a microprocessor and is scared of the mouse, scared of the controller. And chasing the rat is the tiger, your creation as the third animal. Your rat seems to be connected with that tiger. So the rat and the tiger seems to come together. Your creation also with the tiger is the pig. And it just so happens in the Lion King, the pig was running around with the tiger. And then you had the groundhog, right? Was it the groundhog that was also running along with them? Who were the 3 that were running around, right? The rat, the tiger, and the pig. So what was the end of it? They met Pumbaa, and who was the rat, the tiger, and the pig? So I have to look at that. So it would be 1, 3, 3, or 3, 1, 3. You like that a lot? Same with me. There's, according to what I've seen since the beginning, lose, lose, lose. I didn't see that. I saw mostly everything. I didn't see the lose, lose, lose. 4-4-4 is 3 walks. 3-3-3 are 3 outs, right? So how are we going to look at that? Groundhog leap year, is that what it is? Or groundhog 6 more weeks? Is that what the groundhog is, representing 6 more weeks? And it wasn't, and right, the rat, the groundhog can be the pig. So the tiger, the pig, I'm just trying to see all the things. Not only that, but it also goes along with, because the 1 also plays a role inside the 5, so inside the dragon, okay? And that's the moon. The dragon is in the moon. The dragon is number 59, And 59 is special because 32, which is the pig, and 59, which is the dragon. You notice the way I'm playing it? This is the IT system. 5 and 4 relate to the IT system. 5 times 4, 5 plus 4. The numeric value for the dragon is this. So we have to use heads and tails. But on this side, we're only using 5 and 9. So that would be the monkey and the dragon. So I'd like to know how the monkey and the dragon come together, because I think the 10 is the rooster, in which they put at the top of the church. So they put the mirror at the top of the church for the weather vane. The weather. What is the weather? The seasons. What is the weather? The seasons, the day. Little bit tired. Thank you very much, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. You can go to Rumble. There's a way if you can help out the channel. TacPans@msn.com. You can write a comment if you wanna help out the channel. That'd be just fantastic. And peace and love. Let's get this put this together. Let's put this to bed. We have till September, October, in the 7th month of the Hebrew New Year. Imagine the 7th month of the Hebrew New Year, the same as the zodiac. 1 and 7 are just the heads and the tails of each other. Peace. Or starts over again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 7 is like the 1, right? 7. Oh, yes, there's one other thing I missed. When you count down from 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, you only get to number 2. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. When you count up, you count to 18, but the 19 starts on the opposite side. So it's 2 through 19 equaling to 21, and 1 through 18 equaling to 19. So 19 and 21, 1 and 9 is 10 equals to 1. 2 and 1 is 3, 1 and 3. I'm just trying to see where I'm going with that. Anyways,